Hi there. So, as we know, this is a psychological war, and much of the psychological tactics are designed to make TIs feel hopeless, and defeating resolve is obviously a military strategy, and it's really important that we stay focused on our escape and getting our life back, and that we also take action to that effect. I just have a few observations about the people we are dealing with. Firstly, any person who is a paedophile has to admit that they are in complete detachment from reality. Infants have no sexuality whatsoever. The infant finds the experience revolting, and the paedophile is in a state of absolute reversal about the truth and is acting as though it is, in fact, absolutely consistent. Secondly, the hypocrisy of these people is extreme. They talk to the public in one way and are completely opposite in reality. They seek glory, yet hide the brutal crushing of millions of children, in particular in impoverished countries. They seek to brainwash people into giving them praise without deserving it, and in fact the opposite being true. And they suggest they are social leaders who should manage society, but in fact are stampeding and decimating the planet. So what is really going on here? It seems to me that there is a facade of logic. They have tried to give the appearance of having this sort of mastermind, using this artificial intelligence, if anything, to sort of suggest that even now as a human, no human will ever be able to beat them because they can always use this technology against them and things, which is another part of the psychological war, making people feel that they can't do anything about it. But it seems to me that these people will do anything necessary and they will just simply continue on dribbling out rubbish continually, simply because that prolongs their ability to engage in criminal activity. What I mean is that this commotion that they're creating, and it's not just domestically but internationally as well, the commotion that creating doesn't seem to have any kind of real meaning other than to literally, mask their criminal activities. Their technique is to never let people rest, because when there is, permanent destabilization, permanently enables these problems to never be resolved. Nobody ever has the time or resources to investigate them. Everybody has too many other problems. All the international institutions are breaking at their seams because there's just always one problem after another. And I think that if you look at some of the reports that are coming out of Africa at the moment, well, I just heard the other day, well, even though, we know about all those news channels, but they were saying, there was a report saying, oh, this seems to be one attack after the other, and the news reader was saying, oh, it's so funny because, the country never seems to be able to get on its feet, and that just seems to be the same line that we're hearing everywhere. For example, in Puerto Rico, and then all these Caribbean countries that just keep on getting demolished by these storms, and there's just problem after problem that's masking um, uh, you know, there's just meaningless problems with only the sole purpose of masking more of their criminal activity. So it's almost as though, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? How do we deal with this? In as a whole. So it seems as though we have a good few Augustus gloops on our hands, and 7 billion people are just more important.